We've got the new Rlaarlo XTS-P12 112 scale rally car. Is it as good as what everybody says? We're going to find out. We're going to have a close look at this, then we're going to take it out and we're going to properly test it. This should be a good one. We have the controller. Really like the look of this actually. Got the thumb steer on it, which is really nice. Got foam on the wheel. Trigger feels okay. It's a little bit small, but I've got small hands anyway, so that's not a problem. We also have 18650s, which can be charged just through this USB-C port here, which is really nice feature. You've got your on and off button. You've got your headlight button. You've got channel 5, channel 6. And you've got your normal trims for steering and throttle, and your gyro is just literally one on and one off. But we'll talk about the gyro a little bit later on. But yeah, in first impressions, quite happy with the controller. Think it looks all right. Feels quite nice in the hand.
That's what she said.
Also get this 3S 2200 milliamp 35C battery, and to be honest with you, my experience of these batteries is pretty good. They're pretty true to the C rating, and they do give plenty of punch and last quite a while. And it's got the XT60 on it as well, and it's proper AMAS connector as well, which is very good quality, so nothing negative to say about these batteries at all. Normal Rlaarlo instruction manual. You've got a breakdown of all the parts on the body, all the parts on the actual car, and how to use the transmitter, all the parts and upgraded parts that you can get, and another breakdown of the transmission as well. Get a USB lead for charging your transmitter, and you also get this as well, which you can plug into battery and it will let you know when the battery is running out. It's not a bad little feature, I suppose. 2 amp charger. Don't usually recommend using these, but I have tried one of these out and they're not actually too bad at all. Some spare gaskets, wheel wrench, some Allen keys, speed pinion, and stuff to stick down stuff with. Perfect. They give you these so you can add your own stickers on. And here we are. And as you can see, I've not really put many stickers on. Well, I've put one sticker on, which is just the front grid there. I think it looks nicer without loads of stickers on it, to be totally honest with you. Does look pretty cool. Obviously meant to be the Volkswagen Polo, but obviously not licensed. So not too keen on the stickers on the windows, to be honest with you. I'd like to have seen clear there, just so you can see inside. I mean, you can, have it clear and just tinted a little bit. I think that would have looked so much better. But it's okay. It looks pretty good. I do like this colour scheme. I like the white. Nice big spoiler on it. Definitely a true 14 scale. It's definitely a true 12 scale. This is next to the new MGX Rally, which is a 14 scale. As you can see, it is a little bit bigger. Wheelbase is actually not that much different, but it is a little bit longer. As far as looks, obviously this has a clipless body. This has clips, which does spoil it a little bit, but I think the MGX definitely wins on looks. Fully licensed, and it just looks absolutely awesome. So we have a full clipless body on this. Literally, you just pull this out, twist it, pull out again, and twist it, and the body comes out, and that's a really nice design. Whether it'll get clogged up with mud and stuff, I'm not sure, but I like that design. Underneath, you can see you've got your light adapter. It's plugged in here and here. The only issue with it is, because it's all tied down and it goes into the receiver, which is hidden, you have to take the body off fully and take it away. You're going to have to undo it from here and here, which isn't really that good, but it should just wiggle out like that and wiggle out like that, so it's not too bad, but it's not brilliant. But yeah, that's the body. Lexan feels pretty good. Doesn't feel super thick, but it feels all right. There are your light buckets in here, and in the rear you do have this little scoop on the top, which gives you some protection, and the plastic here which holds in where it connects to the actual chassis. But yeah, it's pretty well made. You've also got these posts here that actually go into the chassis as well, which holds the body in place. But I do like the actual clipless on it. I think it's a good design. Suspension on this feels really nice. That's one thing I will say about Rlaarlo. They do seem to know how to set up the suspension. You've got a little bit more travel on the rear, a little less on the front. The diffs feel okay, a little bit notchy, to be totally honest with you. A bit smoother on the front than the rear. And you have got oil-filled diffs on the front and the rear, and you also have a slipper clutch in here as well, which is adjustable just right here. Before I go any further and look at this car in any more detail, there's an elephant in the room. So many people are stripping pinions. Now, there's a few reasons for this. It's either that the pinion mesh has been set too tight or even too loose, or it's just made out of rubbish metal. And there's an easy way to find out if the mesh is too tight before you even take anything apart. Get the car and give it a roll. And you see how quickly it stopped then. It's not actually freewheeling at all. Let me show you this car. See how it just rolled? Still a little bit of resistance, but with the Rlaarlo, it stops a lot quicker. That tells me this mesh is too tight, and I can tell straight away by just pushing it, and I can feel that it's dragging, and that tells me again that the mesh is far too tight. So we need to address that. The on and off button's already fallen off, which isn't good. That happened in transit. I've not even taken this out yet. So they're not using very good quality sticky tape, obviously. ESC was hanging off when I got it as well. And just another thing, just to mention, it obviously got damaged in transit, which is not Rlaarlo's fault. And the rear exhaust pipe got damaged. It was sticking out of the box, which isn't brilliant, but it'll still work, and it's just cosmetic. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, the first thing we need to do is address this mesh, because, and I know for a fact that's going to strip straight away. So we're going to solve this problem first. You're going to have to take off this cover here. It unscrews from the top here, and it unscrews from here as well, and that should just pop away, and you can see then into your pinion. And I can tell you straight away, just by feeling it, it is far too tight. There's no giving it whatsoever. I mean, it's a 48 pitch, so you don't want it too slack. I mean, having it too loose can cause issues, but having it this tight is definitely going to strip it. So we need to undo this nut here and this nut here. They have used a little bit of Loctite as well, not much, so we're going to put a little bit of Loctite on these before we put them back in. So now we should be able to just pull this motor slightly out, but it's quite stiff. I mean, to be honest with you, these mounts, they don't slide very easily, so sometimes it's best just to get a flat-headed screwdriver behind here just to prise it in and out, but you shouldn't need to do that really. But yeah, the motor mount's not the best design. It's a bit fiddly, to be honest with you, but the mesh really should be set up correctly from the factory. Yes, I know RTRs are always ready to run, and there are a few issues with cars, but really the mesh is not a difficult one really. So we're just going to slide that out slightly with the flat-headed screwdriver. Now I go by the sound and how it feels, so when you've got the mesh right, you should be able to just hear like a little clicking. Hopefully the microphone picks that up, and that's kind of sound you wanted to hear. For me, that mesh is absolutely perfect, but that's the sound I'm looking for. So now we've sorted that little issue out. As you can see, the car is rolling absolutely fine. The diffs feel a lot smoother, because it was catching on when I was doing that earlier. I knew there was something wrong straight away because it was catching on the pinion and spur, and that feels a lot better. Although again, the diffs don't feel great. They are oil filled, but I'm not sure how much oil's in there. They don't feel the best. It's not all bad, obviously, but I just think that's something Rlaarlo really do need to sort out. It's not good. You get a brand new car, it's ready to run. You get your battery charged and get it out and give it a burn, and that was going to strip within, I'm telling you, probably within about 5 minutes, probably less, and that would have fully stripped. Right, let's have a look at the rest of this car. Chassis, as always, Rlaarlo, really nice aluminium chassis. 6061, I'm guessing. It's probably about 2.5 millimeters thick. But yeah, I do like the graphics on this. More or less all 1.5 screws on the bottom of it, which is, I guess, all right for a 1/14 scale. Would be nice to see more 2mm screws though, and get rid of the 1.5s unless they're absolutely essential. Got this carbon effect as well on the runners. The arms absolutely feel absolutely great. I've never really had an issue with plastics on Rlaarlo, and the arms, I've never broken arm on any of the Rlaarlo cars I've had. They do feel pretty good quality, to be totally honest with you. On the front, you've got this bit of plastic, and with a nice foam bumper on there, should give you plenty of protection. On the rear, you've got this nice plastic scoop, and the exhaust, which on mine is damaged. Shocks, as I already said, oil filled, fully metal, fully adjustable, but with the plastic caps on the top, which is a really nice, because if something's going to break, it's going to be these little plastic caps on the bottom and the top, and that just saves the rest of your shocks. Anybody who's familiar with the X12S or ROG1 or the ROG1 will be very familiar with this setup, because it's more or less exactly the same. We do have the upgraded diff housings. As you can see there, they're like a grey colour underneath there, and that means they're the updated diff housings, which are a lot stronger than the original black ones. Got full 6061 aluminium shock towers. You can adjust where the shocks go as well, which is quite nice, and they do seem pretty thick as well. That's at least 3mm thick, maybe 4 on there. And you do have this brace which comes down onto the front bumper as well, which is really nice. On the rear of the car, we do have dog bones, which are the same as the Rogue One and the X12S. On the X12S, they seem to held up really well. On the Rogue One, they did snap quite a bit. I'm imagining on this car, they should be absolutely fine, because it's got smaller wheels and not as powerful. Full sway bars on the rear and the front, which is nice to see. Not something essential, but it does help with the handling of the car, definitely. You can fully adjust the camber on the rear of the car as well, which is really nice. Adjustable tie rods. And we've got adjustable tie rods on the front and steering as well, so you can adjust all the steering and the angles on the front of the car. Got full CVDs on the front of the car as well, which is a nice feature with these hubs on here, which tend to work really well. Don't really have much damage with hubs breaking on these cars again. Unless you smash it hard into a curb, probably going to be all right. Tyres and wheels, I quite like these. They do feel okay. The foams feel quite thin inside them, but they have got foams. They're more of a street tyre than an off-road tyre. It would be nice to see maybe 2 sets of wheels, so you get an on-road tyre and a rally block tyre with this car. That would be really nice. Rlaarlo maybe do that in the future. Give us both, you know, tyres and wheels are not that expensive. Battery tray is a different size, and it looks like you can adjust it because there's a little notch here as well, but you would actually have to drill a hole there. I don't understand why they've not just put a hole in there, so you can make the battery tray a bit longer if you want to. The on and off button was there, but it came unstuck, so I've zip tied it to there, which, well, it's not going anywhere. It doesn't look great, but it's not moving. Yeah, I'm not sure why they didn't put another hole in there so you could adjust the battery tray to be a bit longer. But yeah, you could drill a hole in there and then adjust the battery tray onto here, I'm guessing. Got your servo saver down there, which is fully adjustable, on spring mounted, plastic steering, Ackerman, but feels okay, no kind of playing or anything like that. Generally no issues with them on Rlaarlos before. Got a chassis brace which starts off circular aluminium and actually goes into this plastic here and goes all the way across, which is also holding your ESC on. It's a nice design actually, and it does give the chassis a little bit more strength. And I do like this design here. This is kind of, Rlaarlo did this I think initially on their X12S, or was it on the Rogue One, whereas your actual ESC connector is bolted in there, so it just keeps all your wires nice and intact, which is a really nice design. You've got a 45 amp ESC. I've never had one of these go bad on me, but it would be nice to see programmable Rlaarlo, you know, being able to change your punch settings, your brake settings, things like that. Something that most RC enthusiasts do want to have with their cars. It's a 2845 brushless motor, 3600 kV. Never had any issues with Rlaarlo motors at all. Absolutely great little motors. Servos on Rlaarlo again, pretty good. Never had any issues. Pretty quick. I think they're about 12 kilogram servo, metal geared. And you know, they're pretty good servos, to be totally honest with you. Now this car does come with a gyro, which is pretty cool. And the gyro is really easy to control. You just put your on and off button. I love that sound. And then you've got your gyro button. Off. On. Easy. Brilliant. I love that. What I don't love is the fact that it's set at 20% and that is it. So it's either on or 20%. I don't understand why they couldn't just, when it's on, you can use one of these buttons to put your gyro up and gyro down. It doesn't make sense, to be totally honest with you. The other thing I mentioned as well, this does come with this lead here which you can plug into your battery and then plug into the actual ESC. And then on here, it will tell you your actual voltage of your battery, which is quite a nice feature really, but to be totally honest with you, I won't be using this. The ESC should have a cut-off point. If it doesn't, that's again not very good Rlaarlo. So I'm not sure why they've put that in there, whether it's just to kind of give you that information. It's a nice feature to have, or is there an issue with this ESC not cutting off on time or cutting off too much? We will keep an eye on the battery and we're checking it as well. But I'm not putting a full down on this car. It does look pretty cool. The Rlaarlo cars are well made, if not a little over-engineered. You know, it's a bit of a hassle working on getting into diffs and things like that. In a later video, I will do a full breakdown of this car and have a look at it like I've done with my other Rlaarlo cars. But yeah, on first impressions, apart from the gearing and the electronics, which are kind of good, but also not too good, if that makes sense. I'm looking forward to running this car, to be totally honest with you. I do think it looks pretty cool, and I know that it's gonna run pretty well. Another issue people are having as well is how do you switch off the indicators and also the brake lights coming on when you accelerate. So I'll show you quickly now how to resolve that. So we'll turn the control on first, which is always the best thing to do. We'll turn on the car. So we'll steer to the left, and you can see we've got indicators. Steer to the right, we've got indicators. So you need to do with your steering wheel while it's turned on is go 1, 2, 3 quickly. Then leave it for about 20 seconds before you touch it, and then the indicators should be off. There we go, no more indicators. And the other thing people have said they've noticed, when they're accelerating, like the brake lights are coming on. So to resolve this issue, with it switched on the control board, there's a little button here. Press that twice, and there we go, that's not doing it anymore. And then come on when you brake, which is what you want, and then brake. Perfect. Steering feels pretty good, pretty quick. Let's see what the acceleration's like. Not bad, not bad at all. Right, let's get this out. Let's see how it goes around this track. It's a bit tail happy. This is where you need the gyro to be able to just tune it a little bit. The brake's a little bit too sharp as well. Again, you can't tune your brake, you can't change the ESC, which is a bit of a shame really. So you tap the brake and it skids. But it's going around the track pretty well. Oh yes. For me this is going to be more fun on the rough stuff, I think. But it is a bit tail happy. This is great fun though. Pretty good, pretty good. Sounds nice and smooth as well. Definitely glad I changed that gear mesh. That's better. Right, let's try it without the gyro. Turn gyro off. Whoa! Whoa! Wow! Why is that so bad to drive without the gyro? Oh wow, so that gyro really does help. As you can see, I'm really struggling to get it around this track without a gyro. What the hell? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Well, it's good that the gyro's there and it works, but still stays pretty straight without the gyro, which is good, but going around the corners really just wants to spin out. I'm really having to take it easy. Whoa, 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 yeah. Whoa, whoa. Let's turn that gyro back on. What a difference. Like I say, I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing. For a four-wheel drive car, you shouldn't really need to definitely have the gyro. But obviously with this, especially on this terrain, You really do. The next video I plan to bring this back down here and the MGX Rally, the new one, and just see which one will go around quickest, with the gyro on, with the gyro off, and we'll see which car goes around here the fastest. Both on 3S. Oh, definitely needs a gyro, but it's great fun. Whoa. I don't like the brakes though. The brakes, what, look. Right, I'll show you what I mean. Driving along, tap the brakes, and it just stops. There's no graduation, there's no, you know, just tapping the brake a little bit to slow a little bit. It just stops all of a sudden, look. So you can't like brake into the corner. You have to just ease off the accelerator. And it does slow down quite nicely if you ease off the accelerator, but I like having full control of my RCs. And yeah, I'm not keen on the brake on this. And my indicators have come back on for some reason. Why have my indicators come back on? I switched them off. What's going on? Right, 1, 2, 3. Leave it. Yeah, turned off, but they've come back on. What's that about? And my reverse lights have come back on when I'm driving. Oh, what's going on? Oh, this is where it's more suited to, definitely. Oh no. Ha ha ha. Now this is better, this is better. It's sliding nicely. It's controllable, which is good. The tyres aren't really suited to this kind of slippy terrain, but it's doing really well, and that's so much more fun than running it on the tarmac. Oh, awesome. Little jumps. Oh, brilliant. This is what rallying is all about. Sliding around on a bit of gravel or dirt. Awesome. Oh yes. Definitely, 100%. It's dealing with this surface so well. So much better. Oh, definitely. I mean, this is what rally cars are made for, right? Bit of off-road action. So much better. Just drives so much nicer on this. Right, let's try it on these little jumps here. See how it handles it. Oh, big stone. Nice, handles it well though. For a little small 112. No, that's so much better. Let's try without the gyro. Gyro off, let's see how it does. That's still drivable, but yeah, you slide out a lot more. A lot tougher to drive again without the gyro, but I would say actually still really good fun on this surface without the gyro. But yeah, definitely I think you need the gyro, but still good fun without it. Whoa! Seems a better speed as well on this surface. I think on the concrete I could have done with a bit of extra power, but on here it's absolutely perfect. And this is still without the gyro. Let's try our corner, our test corner, without the gyro first, see if we can get it around full pelt. Not bad, not bad. Right, let's try that with the gyro. There's a lot of rocks being brought up on this track at the moment. Needs relaying. Whoa! That hit a rock and did something. I don't know what it was, but it did something. Brilliant. I tell you what, it's handling it though. More impressed with this at this track than I was at the last track. Whoa, nearly made it. I want to make that jump. Right, let's do this. Let's see if we can make this jump and land on the other side. Sure we can. Come on. Oh yes, what a jump. Oh, that jump's so nice. Brilliant little car, brilliant. Can't believe that made that jump. Awesome. See if we can make this one. Surprised that made that jump then. Made that one. Oh, front flip as well. Wow. And it landed on its wheels as well. Awesome. Nice. I mean, it's obviously not designed for jumping. I get that, but it's a bit top heavy, a bit front heavy, not much wheel control in the air. But if you just get it right, it does jump quite nice. That's better. Awesome little car. Oh, I'm enjoying this so much more today. Oh yes. Oh, nearly made it. Nearly made it. I'm impressed on this surface. Really am. Really impressed. I forgot about the brakes being crap. I forgot about my headlight braking because I'm just having fun, and that's what this is all about, just having fun. Come on, little Rlaarlo, let's see what you can do.
Yo, I'm still here. This ain't over yet. You know what I'm saying? It's who I am. Let's go. Cause I'm a warrior. That's right. Yeah, I'm a warrior. You're right. I'm a warrior. Yo, I'm coming at you like an avalanche. Part machine, I've never lost a battle that I've had. Body armor like a soldier, I'm a champion. I'm the greatest thing to step out since the earth begun. Raise my fist to show my haters that I'm never going. Just as long as I keep breathing and my blood is flowing. The fire in my belly ain't a women's destiny. The time is now to take my chances, so come on and follow me. Yeah, I'm a warrior. That's right. I'm a warrior. I can't be nothing less. Yeah, I'm a warrior. Let's go. Look, keep me steady on my feet, cause I will never drop. All the sweat and all the pain will never.
Well, I have to be brutally honest. I love this car. And when I first took it out to that road track, I was a little bit disappointed, to be totally honest with you. It didn't perform as well as I would have liked it to. That was mainly down to how the ESC works. The brakes are set, in my opinion, not the best. The light's set at 75% and you can't change them on the ESC, which is not very good. It also seems to have a little bit of an automatic brake on it as well. So going around that track wasn't the best, but just slinging it about on the hard surface was absolutely fine. But if you're going to keep it on road rather than off road, I would probably put a big opinion in it just to give you that little bit more power. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about what I'm disappointed with first. And to be totally honest with you, it's mainly going to be the ESC. The controller itself, no problems at all. It's very responsive, it works very well. But I would like to be able to change the gyro from 0 to 100% and anything in between. The ESC, again, I would like to see a programmable ESC from Rlaarlo. Not really good enough that you can't program this. Like I say, the brakes are far too hard and the automatic brakes, as you just deaccelerate, are too much as well, in my opinion. The rest of the car was set up absolutely great, apart from obviously the mesh on the pinion, which we've already addressed. The positives about this car, well, it put a big smile on my face when I took it off-roading. When I took it to the BMX track on the gravel, it just performed absolutely fantastically well. Accelerated well, it turned well, it jumped really well. Just absolutely fantastic, really made me smile, which is what this hobby is all about. The only breakage I had was this light bucket here, snapped where it screws in, and I've just super glued that back down, and that's been fine. But apart from that, the body, as you can see, has held up really well. Not over keen on the actual paint scheme. It's okay, it looks pretty good, but I'm not sure on this yellow here. I think just blue, black and white would have been absolutely great. I don't understand what that circle's about, but anyway, it is what it is, I suppose. But as you can saw from that video, it proper had some bad hits and bounces and everything, and yeah, not even a dent or a scratch or anything on it, so spot on. Again, the car itself held up really well, no breakages whatsoever. Chassis is absolutely fine, the arms are fine. Obviously did get quite a bit of debris inside, but I know Rlaarlo are bringing out fenders for this car. The only thing I would like to see come with this car is I would like it to have two sets of tyres. I would like it to come with road tyres and off-road tyres. That is it. I just think that would be the best bet. Then people can choose where they want to run this car. But saying that, these tyres did actually perform pretty well off-road. Shocks held up really well and they still feel really nice on this car. Drivetrain held up really well. Obviously my pinion has held up perfectly because it's now got the correct mesh. Battery stayed in place really well, no issues with this battery tray. Works really well if you strap it down tightly. The body post, the way the body goes into the chassis, absolutely fine, didn't get clogged up or anything. In the winter when it gets mud and rainy and wet, maybe that will clog up a little bit, but so far holding it really well. So overall, yes, I'm impressed with this car. Yes, I like this car. Yes, it made me smile. The only other issue I have is the price. This is $189, about £160. But that's the offer price. You know, the true price is over $200. I don't think this is worth, well, it's definitely not worth over $200. $189, I still think it's a little bit pricey, especially when you can get this exact same car from ZD Racing, which is the same car, few little differences, but it's more or less the same thing for quite a bit less. Our question is, I suppose, is it a budget RC or not? If it's a budget RC, then it should be a little less. If it's not a budget RC, then things like the ESC needs to be improved. But yeah, for me, it's just a little bit on the expensive side. But again, that is very much everybody's opinion. Some people say it's not, some people say it is. For $189, there's some pretty decent 1/10 scale cars you can get out there, but that is just my opinion. But it's definitely a positive for me, and I overall really enjoyed running this car. So yes, I do recommend this car, but shop around, look for the best price is what I will say. I hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you so much for watching. I will do another video on this car, breaking it down, getting into the diffs and having a look at it. So if anybody wants a video like that, please let me know down in the comments. Remember to hit that like button if you haven't already. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything and it does really help the channel. Check out one of these videos up here. Happy RCing and thank you for watching.